welcome back. Today's market is at a turning point, making it more essential than ever to work with a real estate professional. So with me this morning is Dawn Chadwick, your forever agent with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties, and she's going to discuss just a few of the many things people should consider before trying to sell a home on their own. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely.
So Dawn, why is it so important for sellers to hire a professional real estate agent?
Well, there's so many reasons, but I'm going to only give you 5. So the first one is I'm going to be an industry expert. So I follow the market in our area, and I think sometimes we get so caught up on the headlines nationwide, and what happens in Fargo is a lot different than nationwide. So having somebody that knows our industry, and then somebody that can price and market your home to get the best pool of buyers out there too. So I do have a professional photographer I work with, and I'll always do photos, professional photos, because you know how bad some of the photos get. And you can go online and look at crazy real estate photos, and then that will be your rabbit hole all day long. Yeah. So, but it's good to do that, and then also she does staging, so home staging too, if a house is empty or if it needs a tweak or something to just get more buyers to look at that house.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's huge with the photos and everything, because I've been looking for, my lease is up for my apartment, I've been looking for apartments, just on even like Facebook Marketplace, when people are just taking pictures of their apartments, and it's like either looking just like in the 80s or absolutely completely empty, and I just like have no idea how I could do anything with it. So I think that's so huge.
Absolutely.
So if I try to sell a home on my own, how do I handle all of the paperwork?
Well, you shouldn't, because there's so many regulations and things change all the time, which is crazy because you've got disclosures, you have the appraisals. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize. So the other thing that we do for you is negotiate with the buyer. So if you're selling it on your own, you have to negotiate with the buyer, and that can get very emotional, and trying to be that mediator between the buyer and the seller, that's what I do, and to negotiate on behalf of my sellers. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to walk them through the entire process so that it's easy for them, and that, you know, if you have a dumb question, it's not really dumb because you've never been there, you know, you never sold a house or you've never bought a house, and that's what we're here for. And then also just that paperwork, like I said before, there's so much detail and fine tuning stuff, and we work on both sides of the river, and that's kind of crazy because we have to know both contracts. Oh yeah,
I guess I didn't even think about that. So what do you see will be the seller trend for 2023?
Well, we have great information from the president of NAR, and I believe that that image is up on the screen. Buying and selling a house, you need that professional behind you, and the market has changed in the last 6 months. And so sellers need to be willing to work with the buyers a little bit more. We're still in a seller's market, so it is a good time to sell, but they need to be able to do seller's concessions or possibly work on doing inspection fixes, which every buyer should do an inspection, because in the last 2 years, people were waiving those inspections, and now they're having some buyer's remorse, or, oh my gosh, I didn't realize what I was getting into. So we're seeing that too. But 2023 is still going to be a good time to sell, especially in our area, because we're very stable here.
Yeah, okay, awesome. So all great information, lots of factors into these details that obviously a professional, people will need a professional. So how can we get in touch with you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook at Dawn Chadwick, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties. My email is dawn@bhhspreproperties.com.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
All right, coming up on today's show, we'll have your daily dose of motivation.